What's going on, guys? Your boy King Red Diamonds, and I'm back for another Nioh 2 video. In today's video, we're moving on to our next region. We completed our last main mission in the Dawn region. The next region, I think it is called Twilight. I am not 100% sure, but we will find out when I go to the next region. Before we get into it, I ask that you guys please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It helps a lot, and I appreciate the support. But before we actually switch to the next region, I'm going to do some maintenance because I have a lot of gear in my inventory. As you can see, I got 363 out of 600. So I have a lot of gear in my inventory that I can get rid of that I'm not currently using. So let us put our highest level gear on first, and then we will go ahead and clear out our inventory. Okay, so all that stuff is good. Let's head to the blacksmith. Again, I've said this in many videos. I have other videos out on my channel that go over this. When you are starting out early game, which I am in right now, you do not want to do anything in the blacksmith except disassemble your gear. And the reason I say this, I've had a lot of pushback on people telling me, oh, I wouldn't do, no. The reason I tell every person to not do anything in the blacksmith early game until you start making builds is simply because when you get to the end game, when you get to the point when you want to start actually putting builds together and you're doing stuff in the blacksmith that you shouldn't be doing early on, you're going to start to realize that you should not have done that. You're going to run out of materials so quickly. Because you're not going to make one build. You're going to want to make multiple builds. That's the fun of this game. The fun part of the game is when you start to make builds and you get to make multiple builds. You get to do different combinations of what sets to put together and all that stuff. You do not want to go into the blacksmith and start tempering, refashioning, forging, remodel. You don't want to do any of that soul matching. You don't want to do any of that stuff. One is going to cost too much, and two, you're going to run out of materials super quickly. And then when you get to the point where you want to start making builds and min-maxing, you're going to realize that you do not have enough materials. And a lot of people don't know this, but yes, when you get high level gear, you earn divine fragments, and divine fragments are used to temper. But early on, you don't get divine fragments. When you're in New Game Plus, you're not getting a lot of divine fragments. You're going to need to disassemble gear that is of like the purple gear and lower. So any gear that's lower than divine gear, that's where you get your umbracite from. You don't get it from anything higher. You only get it from lower tier gear. So you want to disassemble all the gear that you don't use early game so that you can build up a whole bunch of a whole bunch of umbracite fragments so that you can be able to use as much as you can later on, and you won't have to worry about coming back to lower levels to farm more gear. It's basically prepping you for the future. It's very good to get into the rhythm of doing that because it's going to help you in the long run. So we can do this. And as you see, I just got a whole bunch of umbracite. So let's go to tools, come up with umbracite. As you see, I have 3,200 umbracite. If I do this right now, it will give me around 320 or so. So I'll have a lot to be able to use rather than me, trying to do all this stuff now and spend all this money and waste all my money. Like I do have a million gold, but again, a million gold isn't really a lot, especially when you get later in game. Like I think on my main account, I have hundreds, even maybe billions of gold. So, like you're not gonna want to, um, you're not gonna want to use all of your gold early game. You want to save as much as you possibly can. All right. So we're going to. So I already disassembled my stuff. I don't need to do anything else in the blacksmith. I don't need to get anything. I don't need to buy anything. I don't need to do anything here. Just need to disassemble my stuff and get out of here. Give me 1 second. All right. But yeah, I don't need to do any of that stuff. So all this other stuff, you don't have to worry about. There's nothing to get in the blacksmith just yet with like the upgrading and stuff like that because Muramasa isn't there. So we don't have to worry about too much of that stuff. So I've cleared out my inventory down to 110. I can actually clear out my inventory even more by going to my soul cores and getting rid of soul cores that I don't usually need. I tend to get rid of soul cores that I don't use because they give me a lot of like materials and stuff that are used for a lot of different things. Right now, I'm not going to really get rid of anything because I have a whole bunch of space in my inventory, so I don't have to worry about none of that. Where did I want to put this in the last time? I did say Sloth was pretty good early game. Sloth Talisman is not bad early game. Okay, next region, let's do it. I don't need to see all that. New Guardian Spirit, nice. It is Twilight. I was correct. Yes, I'm awesome. So this is the main mission that we're going to be doing in this region. Ruin draws near. So can I move to another hut? I can. Our main hut. We made it. Tea utensils. I could just use the recommended for total overall. Only got that, so bring my boy Tang in. All right, let's get into the main mission. Let's do this. Now this mission has a lot of like different ins and outs as well. It may not be as long as the last main mission, but it does have a lot of places that you want to discover and go take a look at. So do not be afraid to explore. Exploring is actually encouraged. You want to explore as much as you possibly can. All right. Get the Kodama. Are you kidding me right now? Like what? This ominous music is kind of creeping me out. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't go up there yet. We're gonna go this way. Go this way. Nothing above us. I don't know what he just said, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Whoa. He's blind. He can't see me directly in front of him. I don't have any purified arrows. Man, these things right here. These things will kill you so quickly. But you got to get rid of them early. You have to. Wheel monks you have to get rid of early. They will kill you so fast. If they get to rolling towards you and they start hitting you, they will chunk your health so quick. I've died to wheel monks so often. It's honestly ridiculous. Like, it's so infuriating. Because you'll try to block them and you'll try to counter them, but they'll just literally chunk through your health, and it's the worst. It's the worst shit of all time. I promise you. I don't think I can open these doors, can I? I can. I don't want to alert them just yet. I want to take this guy out. You messed up. I was late. Come back this way. See, this is what I'm talking about. They always try to run towards other people. They never try to, like, stay in the area you want them to stay in. Like, as a yokai, how dare you try to run and get help from someone else? What are you doing? They always try to run towards other enemies so they can pretty much drag them into helping. Like, no, we're not doing that. I know this is not really going to do much to him, but it'll, you know, get his attention at least. Missed the wrong way. There we go. Just give me my stuff, man. Yeah, there's a wheel monk right there too. Let's get rid of the Ippon. Nice, got another Ippon Soul Core. Those are super useful. Beautiful. Love getting rid of those fast. Okay. So since I clear out this area, I don't have to worry about it coming back if I save out of shrines. So I'm going to go back through here before I move on to that area. So I know we still got to go up this way. And we are going to take you out. What I'm doing right now, again, very dangerous because I haven't saved at a shrine in a while. So I would have to I would have to redo everything I've done so far. Well, actually, I wouldn't have to clear this area out and the other area out, but I'd have to start over from the last shrine I saved at, and that was a while ago. So very dangerous what I'm doing. But if you're confident enough to do so, by all means, there's no shame in oh, Kodama. There's no shame in just trying to get through certain areas without having to save at shrines, if you're good enough to do so. All right, so I've gotten what I needed from there. All right, now we can go back this way. All right, well. Let's do this first. Open up another path. That a single. Yep, it's a single katana. I could just go ahead and drop this for you. Give me some good stuff. I need it. Please give me another dual sword. Hopefully, probably won't, but of course you don't, because you suck. That's for you. You already know. No peeking for you guys. Maybe one day. Maybe. We'll see if you guys deserve to see her glory. I didn't even use that. Where are you? You gotta be quicker than that. Missed. Missed again. Well, not as missed. I think I gotta hit it harder. Crap. Nice. Yeah, I think I have to use the cannon in order to ring that bell. I can hear. I can hear a Kodama in the area, and I could have sworn there was a way to get through there. Maybe I was thinking of the other way. Okay. I mean, there's one over there. Just for you. Peace. I opened up that path. Again, you want to open up as many paths around the maps as possible because you want to be able, if you happen to die, you want to be able to cut through that area to make sure you can shorten the path you take rather than having to go all the way around. All right, so that path is up as well. We're going to go down here. You are going to take a nice nap. We're going to deal with you. I don't see anything in this area. You though. All right, I think it's good to save now. I can actually save at this part. Got another magic? Oh yeah. Throw that right in the slow. Okay, this. Okay, I've gotten that. I've gotten that. I can do this. Boom. There we go. And I actually want to try to equip that sloth talisman. Can I put that on? Do I have enough? I do not. What can I get rid of? Honestly, I need all of those, so I'll be fine. We'll deal with that when we get there. We meet again. Well, that wasn't needed. All right. Mid-boss battle. Let's get it. I didn't need to do that. Do this. Throw this on there. Nice. All right, get out of here. Wait. Oh, I don't get anything from you. I don't get anything from you. You suck. All right. Moving on. I think we got a couple more Kodama to get. Yeah, see, we're almost done with this level. This level isn't as long as the last one. The last one took a little while, but this one, Not too bad. All right, so we finally reached 15 in Constitution. Next, we are going to put our stamina up to 15 so I can try to throw on a little bit heavier gear. Once we do that, again, we put in our skill. We're going to pump points into skill. We're just going to go skill, 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 skill. And I can actually do this. Now I have my sloth maxed out. When I get higher, actually, once I get my um, my my uh, my skill up in like the 60s range. Once I get my skill up in the 60s range, I will put more points into my magic so I can throw on um, more magic talismans. I missed. I suck. Like, look at that. What are you hiding for? But yeah, once I get my skill up to like again in the 60s range, then I will put some points into my magic so I can run some more of my magic and stuff. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? You see how hard they hit? Not only do they do regular damage, they deal burn damage. So you're constantly getting tagged with literal like scorched damage. It's insane. They hit so incredibly hard. It's ridiculous. Like those things in game, they are like actually insane. I gotta kill this thing again. Wake up. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Jesus. Those things are terrifying to fight every time. I just tell you right now, you're not gonna kill me. I don't even think I can hit him from up here. Can I? I can. Beautiful. Do I have any? Yeah, I do. But it's not gonna do enough. Yeah, it's not gonna do enough. At least it's got his attention. This is light gear, man. When did he get here? Remember, when you come to a Nurikabe wall, always try to find a Revenant grave around. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do. You see how it says crushed to death by Nurikabe for his friendly behavior, and it's blue? That means that if you use the blue, it will not work. So you have two choices, yellow or red. And it was red. So always find yourself A Revenant Grave, if it's near a Norikabe wall, it'll give you a hint as to which emote you need to do. So obviously if it's blue, if the color of the way they died is blue, then you need to use yellow or red. If it's red, then it's blue or yellow. If it's yellow, then it's blue and red. Little tidbit for you guys. Again, this is why I love using the Phantom burst counter, because it is literally that, a counter. It is not a preemptive strike. It's not a dash. In my opinion, the brute burst counter is probably the worst of the three, because again, with the brute burst counter, it has to be preemptive. You have to, you know, you have to be ready to use it. Your timing has to be on point because you can take damage while doing so. With the Phantom can act as the burst counter or it can act as a block. If you miss the burst counter, it'll still block the damage. It'll put you in zero key, but that's better than taking damage. And then for the Feral will obviously do its burst counter, or it works as a dodge. Very good. So I think it would go, in my opinion, Phantom, then Feral, then Brute. I can give you that. Please give me a dual sword. Please. I just need I need one. Come on. I mean, rifle's not bad, but come on, man. All right, got all our Kodama. That's a good start. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my blessing on at the shrine. I always forget to do that because it's been so long since I've done regular missions. It sucks because you can't even die in fire. So you're just standing there taking no type of damage. And then you're near the edge, so if I knock you off, I'm going to have to go down there and fight you. Like, get over here. Alright, you don't want to do it? Look at that, look at this mess. Look at this mess, I'm about to die now. Like, look at this. All because he didn't want to come over from the edge. Good thing I cleared out the dark realm, so I don't have to do it again. But come on, man. I have no type of time for this. Should have did this earlier too. That way if I do die during the boss battle, I could just walk across there. Alright. I feel like I've set a Revenant Grave up here before. I mean, like a Benevolent Grave. Now, I actually put I put one of my Benevolent Graves near Otakemaru. I wonder if it's still there. I wonder if they stay. I don't know. We will see when we get there. It'd be pretty cool if it's still there. Alright, boss battle time. You may wonder, why do I do this? Why did I do that? You may wonder why I do this before the boss battle, because I don't have the mystic arts for Nioh. So I pretty much use all of my skills very, very slowly. Like I use all of my skills very slowly, so it's hard to actually do that. Can we heal, please? Can we heal? Thank you. Jeez. There we go. Easy peasy. All right, let's see what we got as far as some gear. Did get an Epon. It's not bad, but special effects kind of suck. Um, so probably not going to use that. We did unlock some missions in the dojo, so that's good. We'll do those dojo missions in the next video. That'll be a fun video to do. We won't do those now because I'm gonna go over those in the next video for sure. They're very, very, very important. We got samurai skills. That's nice. Got that. Got that. Got all of these. What should I go with next? I have damage boost heart somewhere. That. And then I need the skill one. I got skill already, so I would have to go with. I guess I gotta go with this, and then I'll go with heart next. Catwalking. Okay, let's check our gear, see if we got some new stuff. Did I get something useful? I did. Awesome. These are around the same. I'll equip these because they're the same level. Well, actually, these are lower. These are our lower attack power. Yeah, these are lower attack power, so I'll go with this instead. That's fine. New bow, new rifle. Kingo. Kingo is not bad. Kingo, if you look at Kingos, um, this is a very good set. As you can see, it gives you life, final blow damage, melee damage, backstab damage, and melee key damage. Very, 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 very good set. For early game builds, Kingos is a very good set without having to deal with graces and stuff like that. So if you're looking for a set that's actually pretty decent in weight as well, Kingos is a medium weight set, pretty decent, very good set bonuses. So Kingos is a very good set to run for early game builds. Um, Mataza. All right. See, now I'm in actually B toughness. I should be able to take one more hit rather than getting two tapped. And I have final blow damage, so that's not bad. You know, not bad at all. Let's hit the shrine, upgrade ourselves, and then we're going into stamina. So right now, I went through them a little quick. My stats are as follows. I'm level 94, 15 constitution, 20 heart, 10 courage. I'm going to put stamina up to 15. Strength is at 20, skill is at 40, dex is at 10, magic is at 10. So again, after I get my stamina to 15, I'm going to pump points into skill, get it to up to around 60 or so. And then after that, we're going to put our magic up a little bit higher so we can throw on a little bit more utility stuff, and we should be good to go. But in the next video, we will go over our dojo missions because I have a lot of those I can complete right now. Well, I have a lot of them that are available, but I can't complete them yet because I have to use I have to get a certain proficiency with certain weapons. So I would have to use different weapons to unlock some of those. I know I still haven't gotten this for the ninja, for the ninjutsu stuff, so I need to do that for ninjutsu stuff. Omio stuff I've already unlocked. I'm ready to get my Omio stuff going, so we'll do that again in the next mission. Again, obviously, I'll unlock these as I start using other weapons and building up my proficiency. But what a lot of people don't know is that the later you get in game, the easier it is for you to build up proficiency. So once I start, like, obviously I'm mainly a dual sword user, but obviously I'm going to want to unlock these because I'm going to want to start putting together builds and stuff. So um, when I get to the point in late game where I'm like, okay, I want to start using other weapons and making other builds for other weapons, then I will use those weapons. And of course, I'll get the proficiency up very quickly because, again, the harder the enemies you fight, the more proficiency you get with that weapon. So your proficiency will go up super fast in later game when you're using a different weapon. So I'll have these unlocked in no time. But again, we'll do our dojo missions next video, and then we will jump into our side missions next video. But that is it for this video for Ruin Draws Near. We will do these two next video. Depending on how quickly I get through these, we might even throw in the next main mission, which is the 2 Phases of Hospitality. So, again, appreciate you guys for stopping by. I appreciate the support. Thank you all so much. It means the world to me. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It helps the channel a lot, gets my name out there, and anybody who's a fan of this series of Nioh in general will find my channel, and we can get it popping from there. Appreciate you guys. It's Ken Ray Diamonds. I'm out of here.